Yeah, no
Are you going to be
worries.
sharing your screen at any point?
Not today, no.
Okay, cool. So I'll go ahead and we'll start. Good afternoon, Whale Coin Talk community. My name is Noah. Welcome to our first AMA of the day. I'm here with Alpha Red of the Project Forever Safu. And Alpha, before we go ahead and get started talking about the project, how about you give us a quick background on your career in crypto and tell us how you got here?
Yeah, certainly. So I've been in crypto basically on and off since probably the better half of 2015, 2016. So I've been around for quite some time. I witnessed the bear market and the bull run of 2017, 2018, and then we were pretty quiet for the better half of nearly 3 years, and then obviously we've seen the dramatic rise of everything over the last year and a bit. Ever since coronavirus happened and all the markets have started to take off, and yeah, so I guess I've been. I guess I would say I wasn't super early into the space, whereas some people may have been as lucky as to get in as early as like 2011, 2012 ish, but still very lucky to get in terms of still very early, within the 2015, 2016 region. So I have been able to witness quite a lot, a lot of fads come and go, tokens come and go, and just witness, I guess, how much we've actually changed and grown within the space. A lot of VC style money coming in, and a lot of more use cases being built within the space. So yeah, it's definitely been interesting to see. From where we were back then to where we are now, and obviously, just makes you think where we're going to be within the next 5 to 10 years of like blockchain and crypto. And if it's been anything like it has been in the past, all I can assume is it's going to continue to just expand and grow bigger and bigger and bigger. So yeah.
Yeah, I agree, Alpha. I think it's gonna continue to grow at an exponential rate. So, the bull market we
That's
saw
it. And
four
I think
years ago. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I was
Yeah,
just going to quickly say, I think I read somewhere that they did say that there's only something about 4 or 5% of the world's population that is still, I guess, within the crypto space. So when you consider that compared to everything else, and that there's only maybe 4 or 5% that is still dabbling in the space, like it just makes you wonder how big it'll be when we eventually get to like that 20 or 30 or 40% of people are in crypto. So we've definitely got a lot of room to grow.
absolutely. And if you compare each bull market to the one prior, you can see that the amount of capital flowing into the market has been exponentially more, right? So you look at the 2017, 2018 bull market, and you look at the spike in Bitcoin price, and it looks like a little bump compared to where we are right now. So I think that you look back 5 years from now, and you'll see the bull market we're in at this current moment, and it won't look like like much of a mountain anymore. It'll look like more of a bump in the chart. So anyway, I want to talk more
Absolutely.
about Forever Safu. A lot of people are probably wondering if this is an Olympus fork. My assumption is yes, it's an Olympus fork, but you guys have made some changes to the code to distinguish yourselves. So let's go over the project, and then we can, one by one, I'll ask you questions and you can answer, and you can also throw in whatever you'd like at any point.
Yeah, certainly. So I guess just to correct a little bit from your opening statement there, we are I guess the current meta, I guess as you would say it at the moment, or the current rage that it seems to be at the moment is like the Safu slash Titano forks. So we are a fork of obviously the current Titano craze, but obviously with our own specialized characteristics and tokenomics, which actually sets us apart from all of the other tokens that are trying to do similar within the space. So our tokenomics are very unique, and I guess obviously, and we'll talk about that during this AMA. but obviously we do basically plan to be the dominant one within the space, because obviously what our tokenomics deliver is different compared to other forks that have potentially tried to dominate the space. So we do have quite a lot of aspects in terms of our tokenomics and our ecosystem, and how all of that is made up. But yeah, I'll go through all of those step by step, and then yeah, if you've got any questions during that, or once I'm done, then yeah, we can go from there. And obviously once I guess you've done as well, then we could probably take it to the audience for further questions as well. So yeah, I'll basically start it from here. So basically, Forever Safu, we basically give we are an automatic staking and compounding I guess token, where we offer the highest fixed APY that's currently within the market. So we offer a yield of 681,980% per year, with a daily return on investment of 2.48%. So basically, the team at Forever Safu, we wanted to focus on, I guess, these type of innovations and create benefits, and these type of values that will benefit our holders as well. Our 4SP protocol is actually used in our Forever Safu token, so it actually gives exclusive benefits to our holders. So I guess another, as we said, a big beauty about this is it's very easy and safe. All you have to do is obviously buy the token. It's automatically staked right within your wallet when you purchase it. So there's no need to move your tokens, or there's no need to manually stake anything like that. So basically from the minute that you buy, you are automatically staked, and you're gonna be set to receive those rebase rewards as well. So and as we said, we do offer a fixed APY. So APYs that fluctuate means that you can never really tell how many tokens you will receive. Where other DeFi protocols pay out a high APY, sometimes they can actually fluctuate by within 90% within a day, whereas we actually offer a fixed rate to our holders of the 2.48% per day, with the as we said, with the annually compounding interest of the 681,000%. As other, obviously, because we are a rebase one as well. So another, I guess, key thing that sets us apart as well is where other staking protocols rebase every 8 hours or so, or maybe every 8 to 10 hours. Ours is basically the fastest on the market. So basically, our auto staking protocol actually pays out every 10 minutes, or 144 times per day, making us the fastest one out there as well. So just an additional point, the 4SP protocol uses a very, very complex set of factors to support its price and the rebase rewards. So it uses game theory and human nature to determine the most likely habits of those who buy our token. Our development team has coordinated all of these elements so that they work seamlessly behind the scenes. The result is a very, very simple and elegant and staking reward system for our Forever Safu holders. It is a flexible. The Forever Safu protocol is flexible as it is powerful, and will be used as the foundation for a range of our Forever Safu products as well, and projects going forward. So, as we said, we do have quite a lot of things that happen within our ecosystem that we'll obviously talk about, which obviously helps in terms of the price movement and things like that as well. So I'll just talk a little bit how our auto staking procedure works. So it's a very simple yet cutting edge feature called hold to earn. So basically, as you said, every 10 minutes, we use a positive rebase formula. So it makes it possible for daily token distribution to be proportional to the daily rebase rewards worth the 2.48% of the total amount of tokens of Forever Safety that you hold within your wallet. The rebase rewards are distributed on each rebase period to every single holder. And obviously the use of Rebase. So just for those who are potentially new to Rebase or haven't done a Rebase token before. So a Rebase token is one whose circulation supply expands or contracts due to the changes in the token price. Obviously this increase or decrease in the supply works with a mechanism called obviously rebasing. When the rebase occurs, the supply of the token is increased or decreased algorithmically based on the current price of each token. So how the Forever Safu, like the 4SP protocol works and takes advantage of this is we do it in a positive rebase formula, which increases the token supply, allowing our holders to keep growing their tokens. Like I guess in a normal traditional staking protocol. However, our use of the rebase token eliminates the need to approve and actually traditionally stake your tokens manually. Now we do have other key parts of our ecosystem, as we said, as well, which includes our 4SIF, which is our insurance fund. So 4SIF is the acronym for the Forever Safer Insurance Fund, which is actually a separate wallet in our ecosystem. So the insurance fund uses an algorithm that backs the Rebase Rewards and is supported by a portion of the buy and sell trading fees that accrue in the insurance fund wallet. So basically, in simple terms, the staking rewards, like the Rebase Rewards, which are distributed every 10 minutes, are backed by our insurance fund parameter. Thus, it ensures a very, very high stable interest rate to our token holders. 4% of all of our trading fees are stored in the Safu insurance fund, which helps sustain and back the staking rewards, which obviously provided by the positive rebase effects. We also have a treasury as well. So how our treasury works is it actually plays a very important role in our 4SP protocol. So it provides three extremely critical functions for the growth and sustainability of Forever Safu. So the treasury functions as an additional financial support. The additional support can become important in the event of an extreme price drop of the Forever Safu token. That actually helps us to create a floor in the Forever Safu token price. So the treasury is also used to fund new Forever Safu products and services and projects that will expand and build up the Forever Safu protocol and use cases as well, and as part of our economy. Most importantly, the treasury provides funding for marketing, for obviously for Forever Safu and obviously for the team to continue their marketing. We've also got what we call a Stonefire. So 2.5% of all of the Forever Safu that will be traded will actually be burnt in the Stonefire. And the more that is traded, the more that actually gets caught into the fire, causing what we call the fire pit. And obviously this will grow in size larger and larger and larger through a self-fulfilling auto-compounding way. And obviously that reduces the circulation supply, which obviously keeps the token stable. The other benefit to obviously having this everlasting burn of the circulation supply is that due to the deflationary nature of it, it equates to a higher value of each Forever Safu token as well. Therefore, obviously increasing the individual value. So obviously, as we said, we work off a annual percentage yield, and obviously this happens every positive rebase, which is every 10 minutes. As we said, our APY is accrued at an amount of 2.48% per day. So basically how that was to work is, let's say if you had one Forever Safu token on day one, after a year, your balance will grow to about 6,819 Forever Safu tokens. And this is just by you holding that one token as an example in your wallet for a year. So obviously that's the power of the compounding interest and how that works. And in terms of how the tokenomics works for our buyers and sellers, so basically for our buyers, we are split up for a total of It is 12% for buyers and 14% for sells. So basically, how that works is 3% goes to the LP, 3% goes to the Forever Safer Insurance Fund, 4% goes to the Treasury, and 2% goes to the Stonefire. And very, very similar for the sells. That is 14% for sells. 3% goes to the LP, 4% goes to the insurance funds, 5% goes to the Treasury, and 2% goes to the Stonefire. Now, just because obviously we may get this asked a little bit later, some may say, like, why is there, I guess, because there's some different tokens with all different types of tokenomics. Some may say, oh, why is there a 12% buy fee and, there's a 14% sell fee? Why is the buy fee at that particular rate? And basically, like, that's what helps sustain obviously the ongoing the rebase part of it as well. And obviously, our actual buy fees are a lot less than some of the other types of Titano forks that are actually trying to come out. I believe Safu, when they came out, they actually had a buy fee of 14%, whereas our buy fee is actually only 12%. So our actual rates are very moderate in terms of some of the forking procedures that are trying to come out onto the market at the moment. So we've actually gone for a very healthy number, which will still be able to benefit all of our holders and obviously still provide that very stable high yield of the 681,000% per year. And obviously, just I guess a little bit in terms of our roadmap as well. So we are working on a ETH bridge, which is actually currently in progress. And we are also working on like an NFT side of thing as well with NFT staking. So whereas a lot of these other tokens that are coming out, they don't really, besides the token and the ecosystem itself, they don't really have any, I guess you can say, utilities or any utilities even on the roadmap. We are different in that factor as well, whereas we're already basically working on an ETH bridge prior to our pre-sale. And obviously, as we said, also want to work on the NFT side of things as well. So I guess that's a very high level overview of how our ecosystem works.
Awesome. And thank you for breaking all of that down for us. I'm going to start from the top and kind of we'll go together, sure, and have you dissect each question that I have. So the first question is, how are you guys sustaining such a high APY for those that are not familiar with these sorts of projects?
Yeah, certainly. So basically how we've got, like the insurance funds, the Treasury, obviously the buys and sells for the tax. Well, that's, I guess, how everything is able to be sustained as well. And obviously, as we said, we offer, I guess we are going to be offering the fastest Rebase Reward token out there as well. So everything is very, very stable with how our tokenomics are made up, and obviously with each I guess little thing that we've got in our ecosystem, which will help with the burns and the price increases. Yeah, I guess that's how basically it's going to be keeping it afloat.
Understood. And you did explain how rebasing works to our audience, so I appreciate that. And 10 minutes is very fast so I will agree with you there. I don't think I've seen any rebasing rewards that happen every 10 minutes as far as my own experience with these sorts of projects. So really cool on your end for making that happen. As for your treasury, what exactly are you planning on building your treasury with? And what I mean by that is what crypto assets are you planning on diversifying your treasury with?
Good question. So just give me one sec.
Yeah, sure.
So let me go back to that. Yeah, so basically, like the treasury, it actually is backed up. So basically, the importance of having that as well is it's actually used to potentially also help as well, like fund like new products and services that we may expand on as well, and obviously building our particular use case as well. Also, if there was an event of like an extreme price drop, so if there was a big sell, it actually does help create a price floor within our tokenomics as well. So as part of the treasury and the insurance funds, those things will actually help to create a price floor. So obviously when we do go live, obviously on PancakeSwap when we're trading, obviously we're purchasable in BNB. So obviously it's from all the tokenomics, like the buys and sells, each of those will go to the treasury and the not only will it go to like the LP pool, will go to the treasury and the insurance fund. So things like that would obviously then continue to build up, and obviously there'll be like I guess you can say money there in the designated wallets to build up a price floor if we did have an extreme event of a sudden stuff.
Got it. And so, correct me if I'm right in understanding. Your treasury will be made up of BNB, the native token, the Forever Safe native token. Are you planning on having a portion of your treasury be backed up by a stable coin like BUSD as well? I was just really curious to know how the team planned on diversifying the
Not
treasury.
at the moment, no. It's yeah.
Yep. Sorry, there seems to be a bit of delay when I talk and when you're able to hear me. I'm not sure
good
whose
question.
connection that is. Sorry.
That's okay. No, like at the moment, it's basically backed up by the tokenomics in terms of the from the buys and sells. So certain amount from every buy and sell will go to the LP pool, the treasury, and the insurance funds. And obviously, in the case of an extreme sell off, how that all of that stuff will automatically work will actually help kick in terms of a price floor. So so let's just say that there was like a $50,000 sell, and we were at a 50 mil market cap. It basically helps create a healthy price floor. So instead of just like, I guess you can say, like, instead of some other tokens where a massive sell will just create a huge red candle and maybe drop the market cap by half. This will actually help buy back that price floor and obviously keep us up at a stable amount. So and obviously that happens from all the BNB and all the sells that happen and all the buys from when people purchase and buy a token. So it's basically stuff that is accruing automatically, from all the buys and sells, and obviously will kick in automatically if there was like something like that was to happen. It'll happen basically automatically.
Understood. So yeah, essentially you're utilizing your treasury to mitigate extreme price drops, and obviously there will be a price floor. We don't know what that is, but I get that. So thank you for that breakdown. My next question is regarding the Rebase rewards, and obviously the default is to have them auto compounded. But do users have an option to turn that feature off so that they can sell their Rebase rewards?
So basically, the user doesn't have to do anything. So as long as they've purchased the token, can even be like one token. They all they have to do is hold it in their wallet, and obviously the more tokens that you have, the more of an increase you're going to notice, as opposed to obviously just having one token. But it basically works on the same. So the yearly yield is 681,000% with a daily yield of 2.4%. So you don't have to go to a website and click stake or anything like that. As long as you're holding our token in your wallet, all of that actually happens automatically. So It's very similar to, I guess you can say, reflection tokens like SafeMoon and stuff, where you notice your wallet balance increasing. Very similar, where you'll notice your tokens increasing just by holding. So, if let's say if you had a million tokens, obviously that's going to increase by the 2.4% daily.
Got it. Can you explain how your insurance fund works? And apart from the taxes, what is funding it?
Yeah, certainly. So let me just go back a little bit on our insurance fund. So basically, the state. So basically, it's actually a separate wallet that's part of the ecosystem as well. So the insurance fund is basically the algorithm that backs the Rebase Rewards, and it's supported by a portion of all of the buy and sell trading fees that actually accrue within this wallet. So basically, the staking rewards, which are rebased every 10 minutes at a rate of 0.01%. They're backed by this particular parameter, and this actually then ensures a high and stable interest rate into the interest rate back to the Forever Safu token holders. So 4% of all of the trading fees are stored within the insurance fund, which then helps sustain and back the positive rebase rewards provided by the ecosystem as well. So basically, the insurance fund that we hold will actually help to avoid a flash crash through price stability. It helps us achieve long-term stability and obviously future growth of our protocol, and obviously greatly reduces any downside risk as well. So obviously, and that's a big thing I've noticed as well. Like there's a lot of like these APY tokens coming out, and if they don't have all that, there's only been, I mean, I've seen a lot of forks come out recently, probably over the last 2 or 3 weeks, and there's only been a couple that have probably, out of all of them, that have probably been successful, and it's probably because they don't have separate things like we're trying to do to have these price floors, and obviously have these special parts of our ecosystem to help back help back the how the rebases work. Because if you don't have all of those in sync, then like if it could take like a few big holders, and then it could just literally just get nuked, and unless new buyers come in, you could find it very, very hard to continue on. So because we've got the Treasury, we've got the the insurance funds, and all of little bits and pieces that make up our ecosystem. That's definitely what's going to help keep us stable going forward as well.
Right on, right on. And tell me why you chose to implement a buy-sell tax rather than the traditional bond-based model.
Yeah, certainly. So, basically, like in terms of majority of, I mean, at least the ones that I've seen, all of these type of tokens have a buy and sell tax. And there is some that have been successful and actually quite higher than what we are offering. Like, there's some that are doing like 14 and 16% buys, and I think 18 and 19% sells. So the fact that we are lower than most, but can still sustain what we're doing is I think is just absolutely fantastic. But like in terms of why we've got those type of tokenomics is because obviously we have each portion of that obviously goes to different parts of the ecosystem. So obviously it'll go to the LP pool, it'll go to the Treasury, it'll go to the insurance funds, and and those type of aspects as well. So it's not uncommon for an APY token like this to have those type of taxes when it comes to buys and sells.
Got it. Okay. And how exactly are you guys? Well, let me ask this first. Are you planning at any point to introduce a bond selling model into your ecosystem, or do you want to just keep it at the the way it is with the buy tax filling up the treasury?
At the moment, no, we don't have any plans of introducing like a bond style like taxing. We're going to be basically leaving it how we've got it set up.
Mm-hmm. And in your white paper, you note that bond selling can actually reduce the APY. How does that happen?
Good question. I might have to just throw that back to the team.
Yeah, no worries, no worries.
How that works.
So while you can throw that back to the team, and then once you do that, I'll skip over and ask you the next question, and we can circle back to it. Alpha, you still with me?
Yeah, I'm still with you, man. I'm just throwing it back to the team.
Cool,
yeah,
awesome.
We can come back to that one.
Sweet. So tell me about your private sale. How did that go? How many wallets contributed, and what was the maximum contribution amount?
The total for the private sale, so it wasn't a massive private sale. Like, I've seen some private sales do 200, 300 BNB. So the total amount that we raised was 130 BNB. I believe the max, I don't know exactly the full amount of wallets that participated, but I believe the maximum contribution was only 1 BNB.
Got it. And do you know how many wallets contributed?
Let me just have a quick look. I don't have the specific number. I'm just seeing if I'm just finding it now, but no, I don't have the exact amount of wallets that contributed, but the total hard cap that we did raise was 130 BNB with a max buy of 1.
Certainly. And how many tokens do contributors receive per BNB in the private sale, and then how many will they receive per BNB in the pre-sale?
We're still fully deciding. Like, our hard cap is going to be 750 BNB with a soft cap of 375. Sorry, with a soft cap of 350. Mm-hmm. We're still determining the tokenomics in terms of what 1 BNB is going to equal this. So I don't have those specifics at this time because our pre-sale is in about 5 to 6 days. But obviously that data should be available pretty soon, or at least within the next couple of days. But the only difference between private versus pre-sale is, I believe private got 10% more for tokens.
Got it.
But I don't know the exact specifics in terms of 1 BNB will equal this amount of Forever Safely tokens, because we're still working on those numbers at the moment.
Certainly, and the 10% bonus that clears it up. I mean, I think we can all get a general idea of the discrepancy between private and pre-sale allocation. So for the pre-sale, how can folks get whitelisted, and do you have a set date and time for your pre-sale? And what will be the maximum contribution amount?
Yeah, certainly. So basically for the pre-sale, so we are aiming to hold it on pink sale on the 22nd of March. So we are still determining, the best time of that on that day still, but obviously when we've got a time, we will let everyone know. So the hard cap will be 750 BNB with a soft cap of 375. I believe the the minimum is 0.5 BNB and a max of 3 BNB.
Understood. And tell us a bit about your marketing campaign. And what I mean by that is, what do you find to be the most lucrative marketing strategies in creating exposure and hype for this project?
Yeah, certainly. So, our Telegram, I guess, we are very, very close to reaching nearly 2,000 members, and we've just had an absolute, at least over the last 24 hours, we've just had an absolutely explosive growth. Because obviously I've been in the Telegram since basically day one, so it's good obviously seeing the amount of new members join. Obviously, in terms of our marketing campaign, we do plan to do things across Twitter. We want to do things across like YouTube. We do obviously intend to do like Telegram call channels and things like that as well. We obviously plan to do the like CGCMC. We want to get obviously DEX tools trending, CMC trending, and we also want to get trending on like Avadex, which is China's CMC as well. So we want to try and hit all sides of the market, like Twitter, Reddit, socials and things like that. In terms of how our current marketing is going so far, I would say for what the team have achieved so far, we're all doing really, really, really well. You guys are actually our second AMA, and we actually have more of those planned as well for pre-sale and post our launch as well. So with other lounges as well. So,
Right
I
on.
guess in terms of I guess the most effective, I guess you can say we're trying to hit all of those areas at once. We want to obviously get all the pre-sale marketing happening, and obviously we want to get we also want to do a pretty big marketing push once we're launched as well.
Yeah, well, that's quite the dynamic marketing strategy you guys have there. Very impressed. As for the team, how many developers do you have working on this? How big is your team, and are you guys doxed?
We do plan to have a audits report done before our pre-sale through Interfi. So the KYC, we will be getting KYC through the Interfi. So when the audit is available, obviously we'll obviously have that in the Telegram. So I think some of the core members, or at least one of the core members, will be doxed through, or not doxed, sorry, KYC through Interfi. And obviously, in terms of the team in general, there's 5 core team members, and obviously then we've got obviously additional members, including like admins and moderators and things like that. So we basically are all over. We've got members within Australia, we've got members like in Europe and overseas and things like that as well. So so basically, we are a core team of 5. With obviously then we've got additional moderators and members and admins and things like that as well. So we also have pretty big marketing leads with us as well, who've been behind projects like Meta Planet as well, and Axionomics. I believe at the all-time high, Meta Planet did a 30x, and Axionomics, I believe, was 150x. So we've got an experienced team who've been in the space for quite some time, and know how to handle the facets of marketing and the developing side and things like that as well.
Awesome. And are there any other major partnerships that you can tell us about?
In terms of, I guess, our like our future roadmap, we do plan to have portions of our tokenomics set aside for like centralized exchange listings. And as we said, we do have a ETH bridge that is in progress. Obviously, if we can establish future partnerships as well, definitely those type of things will not be off the cards. We also, as we said, we want to do like things like the Avadex trending on like China's. We want to expand obviously into the China side as well, and get trending in terms of that aspect. So I guess we do have quite a lot of plans in terms of where we want to take this, and obviously with the team's experience backgrounds from in different other different projects. I believe we can take this pretty far.
Which centralized exchanges do you plan on getting listed on or applying to get listed on?
We're still deciding which ones we're going to go for, but it's still a bit of a discussion piece at the moment. But obviously when we've got more details like that to share, obviously we'll share it where we can with the community.
Got it. And tell us why you plan on expanding to Ethereum, and also whether you plan on expanding to other layer ones in the future.
Good question. I just think other chains offer different style of investors, because obviously there's certain people that won't ever buy off Binance Smart Chain, and then there's certain people who are just people who buy Ethereum tokens and won't really dabble with anything else. So I think when you do have that ability to expand to other chains, it just I guess it just brings that opportunity to bring new people into your community and just to expand the token in general. So that's why we wanted to do that as well, to obviously just bring a new level of investors to us as well, and just see those type of people just to experience what we have to offer. In terms of other chains apart from Ethereum, there's, as we know, there's so many different chains out there now. There's, there's Solana, there's Matic, there's Phantom, there's, there's CRO, there's AVAX. I could probably spit off a big list. At the moment, we are only planning on Ethereum, but if the opportunity does arise where our tokenomics fit in to another native chain, then I probably wouldn't say that wouldn't be out of the question.
Understood. And tell us a bit about your plans for NFT staking. You guys plan on launching your own NFTs? If so, when will that be? How many will be available at Genesis, and what would be the minting cost?
Good question. So the NFT side is still something that's, a lot of it is still being thought of in terms of the amounts that we'll have available and the pricing. So we're still very, very much at the early stage of discussions of that, because obviously our main focus is to be getting all of our protocols fully ready, and obviously preparing for our upcoming pre-sale, and obviously getting our audit report ready and things like that. So once we are more so fully launched and all of that is all working humbly, then that's obviously more so when we'll start to focus on the NFT side. So it's still very much a work in progress at the moment, with just all of that type of stuff still under the original talks. So all I could probably advise is that the amounts that will be available in terms of the NFTs, like, it won't be a massive mint, so it will be like an exclusive amounts. But in terms of like the floor price and like how that will look at the moment, we're still crunching those numbers.
Certainly. And before I get over to community questions here, I just wanted to make sure, Alpha, that I've asked all the questions that I think you want to answer. And if there's anything I haven't asked that you want to talk about, please go ahead and let us know now.
No, I think you've pretty much answered everything, at least from what I can think of. So yeah.
Great. And if you ever hear back from your team regarding, the bonding and a couple other questions that I asked, just feel free to interrupt at any point. But I'm going to start calling on community members to ask their questions.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. So the first one is going to be from Dr. Aisha.
Thanks, Noah. Okay, I want to know that, is there any limit on minimum amount of Safu tokens one need to hold to be eligible to get 2.488% of daily return?
Good question. So no, you can actually even only hold like one token. So as we said, the rebasing and like the daily percentage yield and the yearly percentage yield is all automatic. So all you have to do is literally hold a minimum of one token in your wallet, and everything will happen automatically upon the rebase, where it will do it every 10 minutes slash I think we said it was 144 times per day. So yeah, as long as there's no minimum, as long as you hold at least one token.
Okay, what about maximum buy per wallet in pre-sale? I mean, is there any limit on maximum buy per wallet in pre-sale?
In terms of the pre-sale, the maximum, so it'll be a minimum BNB of 0.5 with a max of 3 BNB.
Okay, got it. I was wondering, will there be any dashboard for the user to see that how much profit they are earning on tokens they are holding in their wallet?
Good question. So I believe that we are. Let me just have a quick look. I believe a dashboard is being worked on. I'm just having a quick look on the. Yeah, I believe a dashboard is in the works, and where you actually be able to see, like I guess where you actually be able to see that in like in like real time. But I'll just get that fully confirmed with the team. But I believe like a dashboard. Yeah, so basically we do plan to have a dashboard late, but it's going to be like I believe like a little bit yeah, so sorry, there's going to be different versions of the dashboard. So we'll be having like a V1 dashboard, and then obviously later down the track we'll be making like further like enhancements and stuff to that. So yeah, we will be having a dashboard which will be available where you can actually like see that type of data.
Or
Hey, Aisha, I think we might have lost you.
Right. Oh,
Your
I'm sorry.
Connection's breaking
Okay,
up.
last question from my side.
Sure.
Okay, I want to know that the profits or rewards will be automatically sent to the wallet, or one has to manually claim them?
No, good question. So no, like all you have to do is literally hold like the Forever Safu token in your wallet. So the rebasing and like the increase of your tokens in your wallet, everything happens automatically. So you don't have to manually buy or sell a token. The rebasing happens every 10 minutes. So as long as you're holding our tokens in your wallet, you'll start to see those increases.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for answering my questions.
No problems. Thanks for the questions.
Great. Next question is from Carrie Harvey. Gary? All right, next question is from Marvel. Guys, you need to unmute your mics if you have a question. All right, next question is from Sayed Rahmat.
Yeah, thank you, Noah. Hi, guys.
Marvel, go ahead. Go. Sorry, Sayed. Give Marvel a second
Marvel
then.
is here. Can you hear me?
Yep, can hear you. Go for it. You got to be quick, buddy. We have people trying to ask questions.
My question is that how do your project manage to start? Okay. How do your project manage to strike a balance between developing technology and also improve the volume of the token?
I'm sorry, my guy. We can't hear you very well. Your connection's kind of spotty. So
yeah, it was cutting out a little bit.
Sayed Rahmat, man, go for it.
Yeah, thank you, Noah. Hi, guys.
Hey,
man.
Yeah, so I want to know that the staking rewards one receive will be in the native token, or do you have in future have any plan for adding stable currencies reward as well?
It'll be happening in our native token. So as long as you hold our token in your wallet will be increasing with our forever safely token. At this stage, we don't have any thought of having an additional. There's some, there is some of these high APY coins coming out that are trying to do the dual rewards where they have like a BUSD option or maybe a USDT, but we've just decided to go for our native token and obviously keep that stable as part of our ecosystem. At this stage, we don't have any thought of adding on to that to have a USD or a BUSD alternative. So at the moment, it'll just be our token.
Okay, got it. So moving to my next question, I understand that Forever Safu is offering the highest and the fixed APY in the market, and that's very lucrative. So it got me thinking that investors will hold the native token rather than selling them. So I was wondering, and you also have many mechanisms put in place to make sure that highest and fixed APY remain. So I was wondering when the Forever Safu token sales are very low and imagine the scenario that treasury funds and insurance funds are also low, running short. So I want to know that will these factors affect the APY or daily return rate, or it will even then remain fixed?
No, like those factors won't like hamper in terms of the like the 2.4% per day or the 680,000% per year. So all of that will happen automatically based upon the 10-minute rebasing that will happen. So basically, I believe our starting supply is 350,000 tokens, and obviously the rebasing base. So our full circulation supply is 3.5 billion tokens. So basically, the rebasing will continue until all of the the tokens are within until we reach that maximum circulation supply, which will actually happen within I believe it actually happens within that 1 year. So so basically nothing will affect in terms of how it rebases or your percentage yield per day or per year.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Nice to hear that. Okay, thank you so much, guys.
No worries. Thank you.
Great question, Sid. Next question. I see a couple more hands up. Venice, go for it, man.
Yeah, thank you so much, Noah. Actually, Alfred, I want to know. I have multiple questions, but first I want to know that who wrote your white paper? Can you please tell me about who wrote your white paper or who just structurized or made your white paper?
It was one of our core developers in our team who's designed the white paper.
Yeah, okay. Before moving on to my next question, I want to make a request from Noah and to Alfred to you. And I want to share my screen for making you guys understand my questions. So if you guys don't have any issue in sharing my screen, then it will be really good. So what you guys say, Noah, Alfred? Can I share my screen?
Yeah, that's fine. Just keep it rated. Keep it rated G, but go for it.
Yeah, don't worry.
Yeah. We're not seeing your screen, Venice, if you're sharing it.
Just a minute. Can you see it now? Is it visible to you guys?
I cannot. Nope, I cannot see your screen.
Just wait a second.
No. Yeah, no worries.
While he figures that out, Carrie Harvey, did you have a question? I saw your hand up, and I see that your mic is unmuted. Great. And Alpha, what's going to be the biggest? Does the team know what the biggest difference between version 1 and version 2 of the dashboards is going to look like?
I believe obviously version 2, because obviously by the time version 2 will be out, will be actually ETH bridge will be enabled. So I believe the biggest differences will obviously be incorporating the Ethereum side.
Got it. And will the ETH bridge allow users of the protocol to bridge over other assets from BSC to ETH, or is it just the Forever Safu token that's going to be bridged?
Just the Forever Safu token.
No, is it visible?
Venice, no,
no.
we cannot see your screen, sir. I'm not sure why.
Visible now?
It is not. It's not visible.
I think I've shared it. I think it should be visible. Let me share it. Just
It might be because of your privileges within the channel, which I don't have the power to change. But if
yeah, just a minute, okay.
Sure.
Actually, I was. Is it visible now?
It's not visible, but you know what? If it's not working, try to do your best to articulate your question without video. I know the video is probably going to help more, but we also don't want to keep Alpha here for too long. I want to be cognizant of his time.
Okay, can you? Is it visible now or not? If it's not visible,
No,
then
it's not.
No, it's not.
Okay. Okay, I think I should have to work harder to make you guys understand. Actually, yeah. When I was surfing through the white paper of your project, I found something really interesting. I came to know that your project, your white paper is much more similar to another project's white paper, that is Virtuous Finance. I was just trying to share my screen because I had opened Virtuous Finance's white paper and your white paper, and I wanted to make the comparison of your white paper with that white paper, and I see you have exact same things copied from that white paper. I can I don't know, I'm not able to share the white paper's link in the chat, but I hope if I can share it to Noah and he can share it in the chat. If we just read your white paper, then you have mentioned on your first page that Forever Safu gives the 4 Safu token automatic staking and compounding features. And when I read the Virtuous Finance white paper, they have mentioned the same exact thing, that Virtuous Auto Staking Protocol gives the WAP token automatic staking and compounding features. And if I move to the next page, that how Forever Safu works, and if I move to the how does the auto staking feature work in the other project I'm talking about, that is Virtuous Finance, you guys have just they're really similar. When I read your white paper, it says that your tokens will increase every 10 minutes using a positive rebase formula. Forever Safu makes it possible for daily token distribution. And when I read same thing from Virtuous Finance, they say they have mentioned the same things, like using a positive rebase formula, Virtuous Finance make it possible for daily token. You guys might be thinking that I'm reading the same thing again and again, but I'm reading these same things from 2 white papers. That's Virtuous Finance white paper and other is your white paper. So I wanted to know that don't you think you can't copy exact same things from some other project? And if you're developing exact similar project as them, like Virtuous Finance, then what's the benefit in it for investors? I think you need to be different or filling the gaps in which they lack. But your project is 98% similar to that project. Even exact wording is used in your white paper. So what do you think?
Well, I've never heard of. All I can say is I've never heard of Virtuous Finance, and our white paper was created by our core developers. So I can't really comment in terms of similarities that might be between different protocols for white papers. But our tokenomics is stuff that has not been seen before in terms of the APY that we offer and the ecosystem with our treasury and our insurance funds and how we rebase. So I can't really comment much more than that.
Great.
I will just DM you both of the white papers, the Virtuous Finance white paper and the other your project's white paper. You can see it for yourself that they both are similar. If you just open both of them in front of you, then you can differentiate it.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, I can't comment too much because I've never heard of Virtuous Finance, and as I said, our white paper was fully designed by our core developers, so I can't really comment much more than that.
I don't understand if the other project, which is finance, have copied you or you guys have copied you. So, okay, I don't understand. For me, I'm not gonna invest in your project because your white paper is similar to the other project. I was attending the MA in Pink Sale yesterday. They just launched their project, and I read their white paper and asked them the questions. So today, when I was going through your white paper, I was thinking that perhaps they have changed their name of the project. But when I dig out, your project comes up similar to that project. It seems your whole white paper is copied from that white paper, just removing some of the
Venice?
things and replacing them.
Venice, I appreciate your question. I think that you should probably DM him and talk about it with him. Just because we're over the hour, and I want to be cognizant of Alpha's time. I want to be cognizant of the community's time, and we have another AMA coming up in an hour, so I wanna let us prepare for that as well. But I appreciate your question, and I appreciate the community's questions. And Alpha, I wanted to, before I let you go, I wanted to end on a note of you kind of giving us a quick summary of who you guys are, why people should invest in you, and leave us with a bang, man. Let us know what makes your project special.
Yeah, certainly. So basically, obviously at the moment, as we said, the whole meta within this space is the rise of the Titano forks, and obviously we've seen so many come and go within such a short period of time. So we wanted to basically be the dominant one within that space, which is obviously why we've designed Forever Safu, and obviously introduce tokenomics into the scene that haven't really been done before, with the as we said, with the most fastest rebase rewards that are around, and obviously having our buy and sell tax is only 12 and 14%, whereas tokens like Safi, I believe, was 14 and 16%, and actually our APY yield is the highest one that is yet to be done, with 680,000% with the 2.4% yield per day. I believe Safi was, I'm just trying to remember from memory, I believe it was like 307 or 330,000 yield, I think it was, per year. So yeah, we basically wanted to be the dominant token within the ecosystem, and obviously with our treasury, our insurance fund, and all of the parts of our ecosystem that we're going to be building, and obviously our future ETH bridge that's in the progress. We basically wanted to be the dominant one within the space, within the current trend that's the current, I guess, big trend that's happening within the BSC space at the moment. So yeah, we're super excited for our pre-sale coming up. Just to remind everyone, our pre-sale will be on the 22nd of March. So within the next 5 or so days, will be held on Pink Sale. And obviously to get a chance to get a whitelist spot, there is a lot of promotions happening at the moment through Telegram call channel, so that's a good way to potentially secure your spot. And obviously keep an eye on our Telegram channel as well, which is growing by hundreds per day. So yeah, I guess to leave it as a bang, I just wanted to thank everyone that's joined from your community and ours. We've had a lot of great questions today, and yeah, we're really looking forward to our upcoming pre-sale.
Awesome. Alpha, thank you so much for being with us today. It was a pleasure talking to you. I wish you all the best. And community members, if you want to go check them out, they're at www.foreversafu.com. Go engage their Twitter, check out their Telegram group, get involved if you're interested in the project. And best of luck to you, Alpha. Take care.
No worries. Thanks, Noah. Thanks, guys.